Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Jibas. For those who don't know me, I play competitive CR, and today I'm bringing you a video on the deck I used to play ladder. I played this deck for 3 seasons already, and last season I finished 165 in the world, and right now my three best finishes on my main are with this deck. Um, this deck is really solid on the meta. It has some really bad matchups. For example, Cannon card is really strong right now, and it hurts my deck a lot. But you can still outplay some players. And today I'm gonna show you some replays. I have here some replays. Some I can't show you because it was a while ago, and I'm just gonna show you some. I'm gonna show uh, some matchups which you will play a lot maybe because the decks are pretty meta. This deck is really hard to beat, the Mortar Graveyard, and I'll show you some. We can start. Well, I think we can start with it actually. So let's go. Let's go with the Mortar. Against against this deck, you need to play really passive in single because if they, for example, if they do a cannon card graveyard at the bridge, when you have a really bad cycle, they can do a lot of damage. Sometimes I would lose on the on the first push where they just do cannon card graveyard. Here he just plays mortar. He knows my deck, so this is a play you will see a lot against this RG deck, which is mortar. Then he will cannon card, and then he will predict my fisherman with my knight. He will predict my fisherman with his knight. So I knew that, so I just played it really low, so the cannon card would have to walk. You see that I'm always kinda down in elixir with this type of trades, so I need to be careful here. I hit the damage because I knew I was down, and my cycle was pretty decent to defend and stuff, so that's why I ate that. Here you will do the same thing. I can't be predictable. If I played the fisherman earlier, like a bit above, he would have just taken tower. Here you can see I kinda messed up my fisherman, and he almost got a connection, but I defended it pretty nicely. And I'm just waiting until double. I didn't take a lot of damage, so it's not the end of the world. Here I think I barbed on the back. I barbed the back because he didn't have his two tanks in cycle, which was the cannon cart and the knight. That's why I did it. Here I think I will defend without RG, or no, okay, I'll defend with RG. I think it's an okay play. And in double you have more elixir to manage your defenses, so we're just gonna do the same thing. And this fisherman will get a lot of value. Look at this fisherman. It will pull the knight, the hunter, and it will pull the cannon cart. And on this matchup you have to do double barbuds. Here he did a mistake because I had two barbuds on the field and he played an offensive mortar. That was really bad. Like I was saying, in this matchup you have to play two barbuds because it keeps the double line pressure, and he can't really make a push on one line. And when I have the two barbuds down, I can rail giant. Here I was feeling really confident because my fishermen were getting a lot of value, and he didn't know what to do against them. So he plays the poison, predicting my RG. I think at the bridge. I'll just go other lane. I think I maybe I could have played it on the back. Maybe this was a mistake. You usually play RG on the back when you have two barbuds on the field. Yep. I think it was like a small mistake, not a huge one. But I also knew he was kinda down in elixir, so I just spammed the bridge. I think it worked a bit because all of this happened when he played the mortar on offense when I had two barbuds, and because of that, I always had a good elixir advantage, I always had a good cycle, and I was managed to keep up the pressure. Here, I don't have any barbuts again on the field. I think I will reload a barbut. I'll defend this first, yeah. Then I'll barbut, yeah. And if he goes other lane, I have fisherman, and I have bar barrel and baby dragon back in cycle. Bad. This graveyard was really bad. Like for you to win this matchup, also they need to do several mistakes. Like this guy didn't play it really well, but I've played against some people that play it really well, and it's really hard to break through. The most important things are the barbuts. I think he might need it to poison them. I don't know. And I think here I already won the game. I just need to like not choke, keep up my good cycle, like I was saying, and I would win. So yeah, against Mortar Graveyard, that's about it. To know, you just need to know when to barbut the back, how to defend his offenses, and the fisherman. The fisherman is the most important card on this matchup, I think, and the baby also because he doesn't have much for it. Here I win the game. Let me. I can't leave. Okay. Uh, the next. Let me see what's the next I'll show. I can show you this Royal Hogs barbut since it's also kinda meta. Uh, I'm just gonna do 2 speed because I don't know what happened in the beginning. I think I just barbed the barbut. Against this matchup, it will be always, if both players play it well, it will always be by damage because it's we both have really strong defenses. Uh, on this matchup, when they do like flying machines like this, I always need to predict the fireball. Here, I didn't predict it. I don't think if he waited or not, but sometimes I do like baby, then he fireballs and I heal spirit right after. I just gotta watch out with the pigs if they so they don't get a lot of damage, and if I can get like 1 or 2 RG hits, I should win the matchup. But basically, I'm just mirroring his plays. Like I play my barbut into his barbut, and I always fireball the flying machine. Here, I think he will give me a good fireball. Yeah, he gives me a good fireball. And right now, I'm liking this position I'm at because I have a barbut on the field and he doesn't have it, so I can just cycle my troops freely. And I think the most important card on this matchup is the baby because he doesn't have much for the baby dragon if I fireball this fisherman. So I just gotta abuse my babies. I think here he makes a mistake, which is he plays his barbut against my baby, and he doesn't have anything in cycle to kill it. So my baby, look at my baby. My baby is just gonna kill his whole barbut because he played it bad. Here he plays a bad Royal Hogs, and since he made like a really bad commitment on offense and also on defense, I just went RG and get the max damage possible, and that's how you win the matchup. Basically, you just try to see if they can overcommit once, or if you get like 2 babies, for example, and then you just defend the rest of the game. I think I'm just gonna defend the rest of the game if I'm not mistaken, because it's really hard to break through, and also for him to break through. Just gotta watch out with the flying machines, because if they get a lot of value, I can lose. And also when he plays recruits, you also need to play the baby one lane and then fisherman or you is on the other one. Here I fireball the flying machine. Yep. Always keep a barbet on the field because if he plays Royal Logs like he will right now, this push was kind of scary because there was like barbs and zappies on the field, but I managed to defend well. Here I'm kinda low on elixir, but I still have my baby on the field, and the baby might defend the recruits. I think he will. Yeah. Here he gives me a good fireball again. I don't know if I take it because the flying machine is kind of far, and I don't want to hit the fireball just on the flying machine. So I save my fireball and I play anyways. Just because it's better to have troops to counter push instead of just playing the fireball. And here, yeah, as you can see, he's doing the same thing and I'm doing the same thing, literally. We're just doing the same thing over and over. Here he gives me a good fireball. I think this was a mistake from his part. And as you can see, I'm defending the entire game, and like it's getting scary because I'm getting kinda down on elixir, and he's almost breaking through every time. So here I was thinking maybe I need to do one more push in the ending, just so I don't lose or choke the game. Here he was like this pressure isn't that good that he's doing. He's just spamming at the bridge, and yeah. Hey, here I think I will. Okay, Barbot. Royal Giant could have been good as well, but the yeah, the Barbot was safe as well to defend. I just fireball and I win basically. That's literally how you play the matchup. You get one connection. If he plays bad, you can get like maybe two connections, two RGs that will hit on the tower. But here he just made one mistake. I took advantage and I just won. I didn't want to play any more RGs. Maybe I could have played a bit more of offense in the end because he was pressuring me a lot. But I don't know. I didn't feel like it. Uh, Here I play against KK, which is a really good player. He has a pretty good matchup. I rarely win this matchup. I'll go to double because we waited until double. When I was playing this game, I thought he had RG because he was pushing with RG. And then when double hit, I was like, oh, he's playing graveyard. And against this matchup in particularly, you don't wait until double because his deck gets super strong in double, and in triple it's impossible. And but I still managed to win because he made like some really bad mistakes. Okay, uh, he plays a Barbot first play. I don't have my Barbot, so I need to cycle troops. I cycled the baby and my Ewiz. Here I took a bit of damage because my rotation was kinda bad. Here I played an Ewiz instead of a Barb because it's better to have the Ewiz, I think. Maybe I could have barbed, but I don't know. I saved it. Here I didn't barb it immediately because if I barb it and he goes RG, like he goes, no, no, not RG. If he goes graveyard and baby, I wouldn't defend that well. So I waited for his barbet and I mirrored it. He played a barbet on the back, so I went in instantly because that's a really bad mistake. I don't know why he barbed it on the back, and I go RGL Spirit instantly. Here I will always fireball baby and Ice Wizard because you can just NATO your troops. You don't want to really try to win the bridge battle with troops because you will just NATO barb all of them, and you will always lose the bridge battle against this deck. You will always lose the bridge battle. And what they want to do is win the bridge battle, so you don't want to play into their strategy. Here he plays the bar but low, so here I was thinking I will probably won't break through again, so I will just have to start fireball cycling. I just play a fireball into the ice freeze because the ice freeze is probably the hardest card for me to deal with because it slows down my troops and my troops don't get a lot of value. Here he plays a Barbot. I think he should have attacked or something. He should have played more NATOs. He will play a NATO, so I will play Baby here. This was a prediction NATO. I managed to kill the Ice Freeze, which is the most important card that you need to kill. And here I'm just trying to play my babies, play my E-Wizes, all like separate, so he doesn't get a lot of value. Here he will poison the bridge, and I knew he would poison the bridge. That's why I didn't go in immediately. And I just got a fireball cycle because I don't have a chance to win. I think his mistake was the hut here and he didn't go in aggressive. Like it's almost 20 seconds left, and he didn't go aggressive in single, in triple. I mean, I don't know why he did it. Here he pulls a good NATO poison. I managed to wield it up, and I will just play another fireball, and I win. I think it was kind of lucky this game, but yeah, it's a really hard matchup as well. As you can see, I win by like 40 HP. Tips I can give you is the fisherman will always need to get a lot of value. If you can pull the ice with, that's perfect because that's the hardest card to deal with because you can't kill it unless you do like fireball barb. And always try to not lose the bridge battle. If you lose the bridge battle once, you will lose instantly the game. Or if you play a barbot on a timing where you can just play a graveyard, it's really hard to defend when you're that much down on elixir. Um, I'm gonna show you now a balloon replay. I don't have a lot of balloon replays because I didn't play many. I played this guy and I lost to another one by, it was a really close one. But yeah, this matchup is really hard, but he made a mistake and I won in single. You will see, which is good to for you guys to see that if you can see this type of overcommits, you will win games against worse players or players that aren't that focused. Here he played, I knew his deck. He played Miner and he played Ice Golem. So I just went Barbot because he doesn't have a tank for the balloon. Here he plays a Naked Loon. I knew he would play a Snowball and he gets a hit. But he wasted a 2 elixir. He played a Balloon Snowball and I only played the Fireball. So I was up elixir. As you can see, he has 7 and I have 4 and 7 on the field. So I'm 4 up. Literally, I'm 4 elixir up and I took a bit of damage, which is fine against this type of matchup. Here I knew I was up elixir because I had the Barbot down, obviously. So I will go RG on the back. Yep, I hit the miner. I'm even more up now. You just here I basically ate all the damage I could so I could break through. And here I've managed to pull his Musk, which was another mistake he made. And yeah, that this will be tower. Like against this type of matchups, you need to really know when to RG in the back. So or Barbot as well. Oh, like he didn't have Miner or Ice Golem, so just went Barbot. And yeah, I think it was pretty simple to learn this because I don't know, it's kind of simple. And yeah, but if they don't make overcommits, you just need to play safe. Always play baby, save the Iwis. Watch out with the prediction miners because they will try to do prediction miners, and you will be you will manage to defend. But it's sometimes you'll lose because since it's really hard to break through. Yeah, and the Musk gets a lot of value. You just gotta basically take your spots and try to see if they do one or two mistakes. I think. Oh, I have this Expo one. This Expo one will be good because I was losing and I came back. Uh, yeah, but like I was saying, against hard matchups, like in ladder in general, you if you get a bad matchup, or you will only win if they make mistakes or if you play something stupid like on your starting. And sometimes if you just go like for example RG at the bridge and then don't have anything, you can win off of that. But that's playing with luck, you know. And I don't like to play with luck. I just like to play my cards and think. Sometimes that hurts me, but generally it's a good thing. Okay, here it's Expo. I knew it was Expo because of the Tesla. When he went Tesla here, I was confident to play the Barbot because when I play Barbot low, he will play an Expo high here. But since the Tesla was here, I knew he wouldn't play the Expo, so he just played Expo on offense, and then he fireballed my Barbot, which was weird. So here I knew we were like almost same elixir, so I just went took the fireball value, and yeah, I'm just chilling. You need to watch out in single because if you overcommit, some expo players really know when you overcommit, and they'll just play an instant expo on the field at 6 elixir, and that's really hard to defend. So here, Tesla again. I know I can barbot. I will barbot at 10 because I want to have RG. He will play expo again. I think this is a good play from him. It's literally, this is just literally a defensive expo because it will force my RG, and he can defend the barbot, the barbs after. So yeah, this will be we'll just do this over and over. Now that double hit, it won't be the same now because I think he will try to be more defensive and try to fireball cycle me out. And you for example, he's attacking this line. See here, he plays a defensive expo. Here he plays a defensive expo, and I need to just kill it. And the expo players always do this placement when they play the expo here. So you just gotta predict it with the barb. I will predict it next time. And here I just do like small breach spam because I knew he was a bit down, not much, but I don't know, I just want to pressure him so he doesn't do what he wants. And yeah, he's trying to kill my barbots. I don't let him kill my barbots. Here I prediction, probably, yep, exactly. And I will always play the fisherman here or here. Here to pull the knight, and here to go to the Tesla. When he starts defending like normally with the Teslas, I will try to predict it. Here he played a fireball. He's literally trying to fireball cycle me out. You can't panic here. You can't panic. As you can see, I play another barbot. I play another barbot low because he's low on elixir because he tried to fireball cycle me out. I know I'm up elixir. I go RG on this lane, so he doesn't attack me. I go this lane, but I will try to do double RG. Okay, and here is where the fisherman will shine. Yeah, exactly. I try to fireball the archers because the archers are really hard to deal with, and I do a double baby. Maybe the double baby wasn't the best, I don't know. mm, he lets the archers die, I think, which was a pretty bad mistake from his part. And here I start to spam hard because I know he's down elixir. I just start predicting all this stuff. You just gotta play fisherman on the middle, then you need to play Anil Spirit on the side so he doesn't prediction log. And as you can see, I'm trying to do my predictions the best as I can, so he doesn't defend always the same. He always has to adapt his defense. As you can see, I know I'm up elixir, so I'm just like breach spamming him, so he doesn't fireball cycle me as well, and that's how I take the win. It's really hard for you to get in this position where you are actually on the control of the game, where you can just breach spam him or do RGs on the back, etc. Because if the Expo player plays this perfectly, he can pull off all the defenses he wants, and he will just like play two fireballs at the end, and he will win. When I played against good players, wait, let me show you. For example, I'm gonna give you an example on the global, because I always lose to this guy. But for example, this guy is an Expo player. I always lose to him by like 200 HP, and he always plays perfectly. He just fireballs me out, and I lose. Um, I think I will show one more replay because the video is getting a bit extensive. So yeah, here I played against Lava. I don't have a Lava Loon replay I would like to show. I didn't play against much lava at the end, and when I when I was playing this, I didn't know he had lava because I think he was playing a lot of decks. So yeah, here I just maybe play a barb. Yep. When you don't know his deck, you can just play a barb. It's not a bad play. Here, when he had Mega Minion and he played Flying Machine, I knew it was the no big spell lava. I go in instantly because he doesn't have Mega Minion in cycle, which is a card that hurts me a lot. And I go Fireball on the cage and on the Flying Machine. Here I get a bit unlucky. Imagine if that uh, Goblin uh, Goblin Brawler would have died. I would have got two more hits, but it's okay. He had to play the barbs, and I'm in an okay cycle. Um, on this matchup, since he doesn't have a big spell, you can try to stack babies and always try to pressure the opposite lane so he doesn't build a big push behind his lava, because if he builds a big push he can overwhelm you a bit. He won't take your tower instantly, but he will do a lot of damage since it's a minor chip lava. I think I play a barb at other lane. Yeah. Well, I played the barbat. I knew he would focus on this lane, so I play a barbat on the other on a barbat on the other lane, so he can't build a big push, like I said. And always fireball the flying machine when you're not going in. And yeah, I just play a bit passive. I think maybe the fireball wasn't the best because I could have maybe played Ewis and then RG at the bridge. Maybe I could have done that differently. Maybe that was an error. And when he has Mega Minion in cycle, I won't go in because he can just play the Mega Minion and he gets a lot of value the Mega. And here I'm just playing passive. I tried to prediction minor, but he didn't work out. Well, sometimes when you play your Ewis, you can prediction with the Fisherman. I managed to rotate to another Ewis. I had a good fireball here on the flying machine and the baby, which was good, and it was a successful defense. But as you can see, just the lava. Look at the damage that he made me just with a naked lava. Like he can do a lot of chip, so I need to watch out with that. Here I might go in because he doesn't have Mega Minion in cycle. Even if he gets to it, I can just. Here I made a mistake. I didn't play Fireball. This had to be Fireball, in my opinion, because my RG was pretty bad. I think he defended really easily. Here I tried to bridge spam him. I think he will manage to defend, but in the meanwhile, while I'm bridge spamming, look at the lava. Look at the amount of damage the lava is doing. This game will be really close just because of the lava. Here I get a really good fireball. This fireball probably gave me the game because I didn't have much elixir at the time, and this was a really good fireball. Here it was a bad RG in my opinion as well. I was not nervous, but I was kind of tired at this point because it was like 5 a.m. my time, and I was just panicking against this matchup because he was playing it well actually. So here I go RG again. Here I just play an RG to bait out his troops so I can outcycle them. Here is just bridge spamming. I predict the miner with the fisherman because it's his only source of damage. And here I will have to change lane because he can predict me with the barbs if he wants. The next push I will. Yeah, he's defending for his life. He played it really well. So I need to watch out with the flying machine. Flying machine doesn't go. Here I will hit the flying machine. He predicts the RG. This was a bad prediction that costed him the game, as you can see. And I managed to take the win. Just because I switched lanes, like I said, I had to switch lanes there. I think I lost because he choked the game. I didn't play it really well, but as you can see against Lava, you need to go other lane and you need to try to get what he gives you. Like if he doesn't have the Mega Minion, you can go in easily, and if he knows you have Fireball, you probably won't play Barbs, or if you play Barbs, you just Fireball. If you play Cage, you can play Barb and then Ill Spirit. And yeah, that's about it. I think I showed 6 replays. I can't play a live match because I'm on my computer and I'm really bad on my computer. I will try to fix this so I can start doing live matches and try to commentate over, even though I won't be that good at commentating while playing. I hope you liked the video. I hope you like the deck. I hope you play the deck. If you have any suggestions in the future for decks you would like me to get, for example, 12 wins, or decks you would like me to play on ladder, just tell me because I can play a lot of decks. And yeah, thank you for watching the video, and see you guys.